So guys, we're going to do this live. Good afternoon. I guess it's morning. It's only 9:47 a.m. Guys, good morning. We are on February 22nd, 2018. I'm here with Troop 26026 winner,
Yes.
Mary Page. Yep. Tell everybody about your experience in the 6-week camp.
It was a great experience. Once I got the green bubbles down, it took me about 3 or 4 days to get it. But once you got it, it was great. Every evening, I would just program it in and get it ready for the next day. And then it was kind of a relief because then your day was done and you didn't have to worry about what you were eating. You already knew what you were eating. Then that way at work, when someone was like, oh, we're having a luncheon, it'd be like, oh, I already kind of have a plan. So that was kind of the plus, having a plan. And then it helped coming to the workouts, of course, and kind of getting support of, hey, what are you struggling with? And learning about like triggers and kind of trying to avoid them. It was just a really good experience. Also, it got me, into things other than I would used to think like, oh, I walk on the treadmill. That's kind of a workout. And when you get in here, you kind of really push yourself to do a workout that is going to help you lose weight and do better. So
outside your comfort zone.
Outside of your comfort zone, yeah. And it definitely helped. The coaches were, of course, available all the time. You could always send a message on Facebook or text or whatever you needed if you were worried about, not hitting your numbers or not getting protein or things like that. There was always like great ideas for you. So it's a really good experience, a lot of support, and it pushes you out of your comfort zone to actually, get yourself ready to go. And for me, kind of getting over that hump of I need to lose weight and actually doing something about it.
How much weight did you lose?
I've lost 14 pounds as of when I weighed Saturday. I'm going to have to weigh today, though, so I can see. I'm going to start weighing every day. But 14 pounds, I lost 8 inches, so that was super exciting when I started noticing my clothes fitting better. It wasn't even necessarily the weight. It was I'm losing the inches, so my clothes are fitting 20 times better. They're not tight.
I love that. What was some of the foods that you had that you couldn't think you had and still lose weight?
Oh, well, I had all kinds of stuff. I still would eat desserts until I learned the UMP dessert, but I would eat like regular desserts, like a cookie. I would just program for it. I still would eat Chick-fil-A. I still would eat McDonald's some, but I would have like an egg white delight versus like an egg McMuffin. Still tastes really good. You could still have a hash brown. You can still eat fries at Chick-fil-A. You just plan for it a little bit different throughout the rest of your day.
Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, sweets. You had a sweet tooth too, candy.
Yes, I'm a big candy junkie. So instead of what I would do sometimes, instead of buying like the big bags of candy, I would buy those little ones, like the little Sour Patch Kids.
Right.
And then that way it was kind of already pre-done for me. And so I wouldn't have to count them out, because if I was counting them out, I probably would have eaten some more of them. So just to kind of avoid that, I would buy the little.
That was the single serving.
Yes, they give you the single serving. This is your package. Like, you can eat those, and I would scan it, and it would program it in, and it would be great.
What was one thing that you surprised yourself about during camp? Like, it can be anything from the workouts to oh my gosh, this is actually sustainable long term. Like, what was the biggest surprise for you?
One of the big surprises for me is I would get on the treadmill and like walk some, but ever since I started camp, I would actually program 2 miles on the treadmill and I would actually run it. I mean, not like full sprint, but I would run, like at a 5, and it would be, faster than a jog. But I surprised myself with that. I also super surprised myself when I did my baseline again. I went from like a 9:10 to a 5:14, and it was super surprising that I was able to finish it in that amount of time.
Yep. It was awesome. Almost cut it in half. We have less than a minute left on this.
Uh-huh.
So how much have people noticed? How much have people like asked you about your experience?
My mom has super noticed, and she's kind of my one that's always, oh, Mary, you look like you're gaining weight.
Okay.
But she's the type that, she goes, oh, it really looks like you've lost a lot of inches. And she's asked what I've been doing. She asked me to look into like a couple 5Ks, like for her to do too with me. My husband, of course, has noticed. People at work, say, oh, you look like you've been losing weight. What have you been doing? I'm doing it actually with one of my friends at work. We joined together, and our boss actually asked about the app the other day and downloaded it to try it. We're trying to get her to come to the boot camp, so hopefully she does.
Love that. Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
High five. You did a great job.
That's awesome.
All right, guys. See you later. Perfect.
Oh,
Awesome.
man.